Equations of lines. I already introduced to you one form of the equation of the line, which is the slope-intercept form. And I needed to pull that out from this topic because we needed it to investigate or to compare the slopes of lines, okay? So I will go back to these equations. So this is what we spoke about last time. The equation of a line in slope-intercept form. I'm sorry. Okay, so this shouldn't be point-intercept form. This should be slope-intercept form. Okay, so this is the slope, and this is the y-intercept. Another equation of the line, we call this the two-point form. And so the slope there is this one, change in y over change in x. And then, okay, you will just choose any point and you will use them here. Okay, this is the y coordinate, this is the x coordinate. So you call this the two-point form. When you are given 2 points that lie on the line, you can tell or you can write the equation of that line. Let us try it. Example 6, equation of a line in two-point form. Find the equation of the line that passes through the indicated points. For letter A, we have a line that goes through these 2 points, -4 and 6, 1 and 5. For letter B, we have this pair of points. So the first thing to do is to get the slope. Okay? Again, this is our two-point form. Change in y over change in x. So 5 minus 6 divided by 1 minus -4. Okay? And that is equal to -1/5. Or you can do it in the other way. 6 minus 5 divided by -4 minus 1. It will also give you -1/5. So you already have the slope. So how do you write it in two-point form? Okay, so this is the slope, and then you can choose any point between the two. So I chose this. Okay, so be careful here. Okay, so it's y minus 6. Okay, the number here should be the y coordinate of the point, is equal to -1/2 times x minus -4. Okay, letter B. Let us get the slope of the line that passes through these points. Change in y over change in x. -4 minus 5 divided by -2 minus 8. And that is equal to 9/10. This is the equation of the line in two-point form. This is the slope, and pick any point between the two. So I chose this. Okay, so it's going to be 1 minus 5 is equal to 9/10 times x minus 8. You can also use this. Okay, so if you were to use that, plus 4 is equal to 9/10 times x minus -2. So it's going to be plus 2. Point slope form. So it's like this time you are given a point and a slope. Okay, so this is a direct consequence of your two-point form. You're already given the slope. Okay, that's going to be your m, and the coordinates of your point will go here. Okay, x sub 1, y sub 1. So for example 7, equation of a line with slope -3 and it passes through the point 5, 10. So right away, the equation is going to be y minus 10, okay, is equal to the slope -3 times x minus 5. Intercept form. Okay, so this is the equation that I rarely see. Okay, I rarely see this in textbooks. So given the x-intercept a 0 and y-intercept 0b, so the y-intercept there is b, the x-intercept is a, of a line, the equation of the line in intercept form is this one. So if you find it kind of hard to reconcile your understanding of the intercepts and how the equation came to be this way, what you do here is, look at this. If you want to get the x-intercept, what you do is you replace y by 0. So if you were to replace y by 0, what is the value of x? So this becomes x over a plus 0 is equal to 1. So x is equal to a, okay? And that is our understanding of the x-intercept. And that is the same with the y-intercept. The y-intercept is the value of y when x is 0. So just replace this by 0. And so this becomes y over b is equal to 1, in which case the y-intercept is b. Find the intercepts of the line. So for letter A, it is already written in intercept form. So it's easy to see the x-intercept is 2, the y-intercept is 3. How about letter B? The x-intercept is 3, but you have to be careful with the y-intercept because this one is written as x minus. Our form should be x plus, okay? But you know, x over 3 minus y over 7, we can write it in this way. X over 3 plus y over negative 7, okay, is equal to 1. So the y-intercept here is negative 7. Letter C. 2 times x plus b times y is equal to 1. How do you write that in the intercept form? Okay, so this is kind of confusing, but pay attention, okay? Okay, look at this, look at this. A real number a can be written in this way, 1 over a. Because 1 over a is the same as 1 times the reciprocal of 1 over a, which is a. So this means you can write this as x over 1/2. X divided by 1/2. And that is the same as 2 times x. The same with this term. You can write that as y over 1 over 5 and then it's equal to 1. So in this case, it's now easy to see the x and y intercepts. The x-intercept is 1/2. The y-intercept is 1/5. Mathematical modeling, the linear model. A taxi charges 40 pesos as a flag down rate and a distance rate of 13 and 50 centavos. 13 pesos and 50 centavos per kilometer. So how do you write this? How do you produce a linear model to describe this? Okay, so how do you write a math equation for this? Okay, so how do you interpret this? The flag down rate is 40 pesos. That is like the minimum fare. Right away when you step into the taxi, that is what you must pay. That is the minimum fare. So you can look at it as the y-intercept. You have not yet traveled a certain distance. Okay, so x, the distance, is still 0, but still you must already pay 40 pesos. So you can look at this as the y-intercept. Okay, so how about this? 13 pesos and 50 centavos per kilometer. That is your slope. The change in y over change in x. The change in what you pay is this for every 1 kilometer change in distance. So this is your slope. M is 13.50. And what is x? X is the distance your taxi traveled. So the linear model for this fare is this. P is equal to 40 plus 13.5 times x. How much must a passenger pay for the following distances? So this one is easy. You will just evaluate our function when x is equal to 10 kilometers, 20 kilometers and 30 kilometers. So when X is 10 kilometers, your fare is 175 pesos. When X is 20 kilometers, you must pay 310 pesos. And when the distance covered by your taxi is 30 pesos, you must pay 445 pesos. So this is the summary of equations for a line. This is the standard form. This is the slope-intercept form, the two-point form, the point-slope form, the intercept form. This is the equation of your horizontal line, okay? Horizontal line. And this is the equation of your vertical line.